How much of our lives are we creating for ourselves, and how much is destiny?
Free will. That's quite a big question, that, because part of us feels that we are fully responsible for everything that happens to us in life. And part of us knows that that just isn't true. And I really, my understanding is that we are 100% responsible for how we experience what happens to us. That we're 100% responsible for the inner world that we have. But what happens to us is not entirely in our control. In fact, I think it's very little in our control. I think there is a diary that we write before we come to Earth, and we write that from a higher level of awareness or intelligence. But once we come down to Earth to play in the game of being human, we don't have full control over what we are going to experience while we're here. But the journey of experience while we're here, the actual journey of experiencing the life and the situations and the circumstances, that's entirely in our control. So it's rather like being on a train, and while you're on that train, it's on the tracks, and you can choose to sit in front of the train and think you're driving it, and you can choose to sit at the back of the train and wave the flag and pretend you are the guardsman at the back, or you can sit on the left-hand side of the train or the right-hand side of the train. That's all within us. We can do that. We can look at the sky and see how beautiful the day is, or we can look at the ground and complain about the sand or the mud. That's our choice. But that you are where you are is not necessarily your choice. I think if the ego had full control over the choices of your life, then we probably, I think personally, we would be in a worse mess than we are in. But secondly, we would always try and avoid uncomfortable situations. And so if the full creatorship was given to the ego, we would probably avoid all situations that would help us grow. Because it's only through the challenges of life that we fully go to the depth of our being and grow. And that is the main reason I believe that we don't have the ability to choose exactly what happens to us. But we do, as I say, have the full responsibility of how we feel about what we go through.